All right, party people, this is Jeremy from Jambalaya Plays Games. We're back with Van Ryder Games. We're talking about the big score. Evan's here to talk about it. Let's just get right to it. I know this plays 1 to 6 players, so I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the big score, you're taking on the roles of crime bosses. So for example, this one we've got out here is the Mamba, but there's a whole bunch of different crime bosses you can take on. And you are trying to commit, at least in Act 1, you're trying to commit small jobs, knock off small things like the ATM, for example, or the yacht. And while you need to work with the other crime bosses to knock these off, you're really not friends.
Right.
So it is competitive. So in the first act, you need to draft your crew.
Okay.
And here are the crew cards over here. So you got the con men, drivers, hackers, muscle, gunmen. All right, and then after you've drafted those cards with all the other players, you're going to secretly assign them to the different jobs. So let's say the yacht here was job 2. Now the yacht needs 2 con men, a greaseman, a gunman, and a hacker in order for it to be successful.
Okay.
So you could take the con man and assign him secretly to number 2.
Yeah.
Now, no one knows which number you've chosen, because it's not on the back, but they'll know how many jobs you're going on and how many crew you've assigned to each one.
Okay.
So then you say, okay, who all went on job number 2, the yacht, and everybody will flip their cards over and you'll see how close you got. Now, let's say you put a con man and a greaseman on this yacht, but then your friend, he went on it too and put a gunman and a hacker. Now you're missing one con man. What are you gonna do? In order for the job to be successful, you have to have all the crew. So each player has something called the Jack of all trades token, which is kind of like a wild.
Yeah.
And they can, everybody who's on that job when you're missing crew puts it in their hand or doesn't and secretly holds their fist in.
Oh, I like that.
And then on the count of 3, you reveal. Now, if no one, because you can save this for later, so you want the other guy to use it.
Okay.
And you want to save yours.
Right.
But if neither of you use it, no one gets the money.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's this really great moment where you're negotiating, and you're going to use it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go.
I like that.
Or okay, we're both going to go.
Right.
Or whatever.
I love
and
games
flip
with
it
that
over.
I love games with that little bit of negotiation in there because it just makes people more interactive. And
Yes.
I like that, and there's a little bit of excitement to it too.
Oh,
the reveal, as I tell you.
And it's exciting for the other players,
Right.
Because they want none of them to do it, and they want it to fail because they're not a part of that job, and of course they want it to fail.
Yes.
So after Act 1 is happening, you've gotten some money on the small jobs.
Yeah.
Then you enter the Act 2, which is the big score.
Okay.
Now that you've prepared, you've built up your crew, you're now trying to hit the bank. And this completely shifts to here's the bank. We got this really cool 3D bank.
Wow.
So,
okay.
And so this becomes a press your luck moment.
Oh, wow.
Where everybody basically draws into here and holds one and then holds it out.
What?
And then you're getting different artifacts and different money. However, you can also pull cops.
Oh, and then so then that's
And
the way. Yeah, okay.
when the cops happen, you put them on this track based on player count, and if it ever gets down to here, you've busted, and everybody left in the vault loses all their money.
Oh, wow.
So there's a press your luck element of, do I stay, do I not stay? Because when you reach in here and you have an empty fist, you've left the vault. And you keep everything from the vault.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. At every corner you can kind of like, I like that.
So this game has amazing stand up and shout moments at the end.
Yeah.
As the guy who's managed to make it all the way here, and he's got one cop, and he's still going, and everybody else is hoping that he busts because they don't want him taking the big score home.
Yeah, that really hit the thematic part. That's really, really awesome. So this is currently on Kickstarter, or it's about to deliver? Or?
This is on the boat.
Oh.
And we will hopefully, we're aiming, and currently our timelines are good, that this will be a Gen Con release.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So be able to pick it up at Gen Con, and then shortly thereafter we'll have a limited number of copies for retail.
All right. Well, thank you. That was a really good overview of the big score by Van Ryder Games. Once again, Evan, thank you for taking time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
To talk about this. Stay tuned. We have a little bit more coverage at Origins. This is Jeremy from Jambalaya Plays Games.